Hello everyone. Welcome to the second session of the topic Quadratic Equation, Class 10 CBSE. I am Deepa, Mathematics Faculty, Silver Hills Public School. Before moving to the topic, let's go for a quick recap of the previous session. So what all things we discussed in the previous session? We discussed the general form of a quadratic equation, and what is that? The general form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b and c are constants, and the most important condition, a is not equal to 0. And then we discussed problems based on it. I gave you questions to identify whether the given equation is quadratic or not. After that, we discuss something called roots of a quadratic equation. What is a root of a quadratic equation? Any real number alpha which satisfies the given equation is said to be a root. Meaning, if I substitute alpha in the place of x of a quadratic equation, the equation holds. We will get 0 on the right side. And after that, we discussed different methods of solving a quadratic equation. Actually, there are different methods to solve a quadratic equation, but I will be discussing just two methods. The first one is factorization method, which we already covered in the previous session. And what was that? We factorized the given expression, the quadratic expression, using splitting the middle term. After that, once the factors were formed, we equate that to 0, and then we collect the values of x, or in other words, we collect the roots of the quadratic equation. And that was factorization method. The second method for finding the roots is using quadratic formula. It's always good to have a formula so that we can substitute all the values in that result and we'll get the answer without much effort. So here also we have a formula to find the root of a quadratic equation, that is quadratic formula. So let's see what is a quadratic formula for ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So the value of x is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now a, b, c, all these things we know. From where do we get that? We get that from the quadratic equation. A is a coefficient of x square, and b is a coefficient of x, and c is a constant term. So it's just a matter of substituting all these values here, and then we get the answer. Now, some of you will be curious to know how this formula is derived. Now, for examination point of view, that's not so important because questions won't come to derive the quadratic formula. So anyway, what we are going to do is, I'll just derive this formula, how we are going to obtain this from ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So let's go step by step. Consider ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now we are going to do some adjustment here so that we get the value of x in the final stage. So the first step what we are going to do is, we are going to divide this entire equation with a. Now what is this a here? We know a is a constant and it is not equal to 0. So I'm going to divide this with a, both sides, on both sides. Now a is non-zero, so we can divide with a. What if a is a 0? Any number by 0 is not defined, meaning if 0 comes in the denominator, then it is a problem. But 0 by any number is 0. So we are dividing with a. Ax square by a. Each term we are dividing, plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. Now look at the first term. Is there anything common there? A and A get cancelled. So we get x square plus b by ax plus c by a equal to 0. Now we are going to do a little bit of adjustment here. Look at the second term. We have b by ax. So what I'm going to do is, in the second term, I'm multiplying with 2, I'm dividing with 2. So I just multiply 2 into b by ax. Now I have multiplied with 2 and 2 is in the numerator. So what I do is I just divide with 2. Now what is the total effect? This 2 and 2 get cancelled and we will get b by ax. So I haven't made any change here, just multiplied with 2 and I divided with 2. Done. Plus, one more thing I'm going to do here. I'm going to add a number, at the same time I'm subtracting the same number, so that the total effect is 0. No change is made there. And the number which I'm going to add is b by 2a the whole square. That's a number. So I'm adding this number here. Same time I'm subtracting this. So what happens? I'm adding and subtracting. So this thing goes. We get 0 and we get the original form. So no change has been made here. Plus c by a remains there. So it's kept like that. C by a equal to 0. Now we just combine these 3 terms and these 2 terms. Now think, can you express these 3 as, say, some x plus y whole square, or in the form a plus b whole square, your identity? Just select a and b from these 3 terms. So it's very clear that this can be written as x plus b by 2a the whole square. So if you have doubt, just expand this. X square, I'm getting x square, plus 2ab. Which identity did we use here? A plus b whole square or x plus y whole square. So we have x square means here the first term x is x itself. I got x square plus 2xy or 2ab. So 2 into x is x itself and y is b by 2a. So 2 into x into b by 2a. If you want, we can just combine this, b by 2a plus y square. And now what is there in the place of y? B by 2a. So I get b by 2a whole square. So this expansion, that is right. So I can write this as x plus b by 2a the whole square. Now 2 terms are remaining here. So we'll just shift it to the other side. So this is equal to, when I shift these things to the right side, I get b by 2a the whole square minus c by a. It's minus here, so when it goes to the other side, it becomes plus. X plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to. Now b by 2a whole square is b square by 4a square. B square by 4a square minus c by a. Minus c by a. And now let's make the denominator same. So here it is 4a square. So how can you make this 4a square? Just multiply with 4a. Here also you multiply with 4a. So this gets modified to, this is equal to b square by 4a square minus 4ac by 4a square. Denominators are same. So I can write this as x plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to. If denominators are same, I can combine the numerators. So I get b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Okay, so now let's simplify that further. I'm just going to rewrite it again. We have x plus b by 2a the whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac by 4a square. b square minus 4ac by 4a square. So we almost reached the formula. Now see children. Suppose you have say x square is equal to 25. 25 is positive. So how do you write x? I will write x is equal to plus or minus root 25. So we can always write this when this value, this number on the right side is positive. Plus or minus root 25. And what is plus or minus root 25? It is plus or minus 5. So the same logic we are applying here. Just imagine b square minus 4ac is a positive quantity. Okay, just imagine that is a positive quantity. So as we did this step, we can also write this step. So how can we write it? Just assume b square minus 4ac is positive. So I get x plus b by 2a can be written as plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 4a square. Okay. So now root a by b, I can always write it as root a by root b provided a and b are positives. So this is written as plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by, now root 4a square is 2a because the root of 4 is 2 and root of a square is a. So this becomes 2a. And on the left side I have x plus b by 2a is equal to this. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to get the value of x. So see, x is here and then so many numbers are here. So we keep x on the left side and this term I'm going to shift on the right side. So minus b by 2a plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Denominators are same. So I can combine the numerator. So this is same as minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. And see, we have derived the quadratic formula, a very simple formula to find the roots of a quadratic equation. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now let's move to the problem side. Few problems we'll do so that you get an idea how the roots will be. So what is it? Find the roots of the following quadratic equations. Few questions are there. Of that, the first one, using the quadratic formula. 3x square minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. It's mentioned using quadratic formula. So that means we'll have to use quadratic formula. Now, how to find the answer? So just imagine we are going to prepare a curry. So what do we do first? First of all, we'll plan what all things we need to do, and then all the ingredients, we'll keep it ready. Only at the final stage, we mix everything. Just like that, in mathematics, when we do problems, what we do first, we'll see. If the formula is available, we see what all things are there in the formula. So we write that first. And then we write the formula also. We substitute the value. So it would be easy for us to get the answer. So now, We all know what the quadratic formula is. So in the formula there is a, there is b, there is c, and there is something called b square minus 4ac. All these we find separately. Now, what is a? A is a coefficient of x square. And look at this. What is the coefficient of x square here? 3. What is b? Coefficient of x, that is minus 5. I wrote minus 5. And c is equal to 2. Selected. A, B, C selection is over. Now we are going to find one more term, that is b square minus 4ac. And what is that? B is minus 5. So b square means minus 5 the whole square. And what is it? 25 minus 4 into, I'll just write down 4 into, what is a? A is 3 into c. C is 2. That's equal to 25 minus 24. We are getting 1. You are getting a number which is greater than 0. So all the necessary things are ready here. So now let's see how can we substitute all these in the formula and then write the formula. What's the formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. It's by 2a, not a. Okay, so be very careful. By 2a. Now write all the values. Minus b. B is minus 5. So minus b means minus of minus 5, which is 5. That's equal to 5 plus or minus root of. Now b square minus 4ac value is already ready there. It's 1 by 2a. 2 into 3. That's 6. Now what is root 1, children? All of us know root 1 is 1. This is equal to 5 plus or minus 1 by 6. It's plus or minus 1 by 6. So you can split it as 2. 1 is 5 plus 1 by 6. And what is 5 plus 1 by 6? 6 by 6, that is 1. So we get 5 plus 1 by 6 and one more thing, 5 minus 1 by 6. 5 plus 1 by 6 is 6 by 6, which is 1. 5 minus 1 by 6 is 4 by 6. 4 by 6. So which when you simplify further, you will be getting 4 by 6, that is same as 2 by 3. So how many roots you got here? You got 2 roots. One is 1. The other one is 2 by 3. Okay, so we are getting 2 roots, 1 and 2 by 3 for this question. Now, when you found the value of b square minus 4ac here, you are getting a positive number. And then you are getting 2 different real roots. Okay, 2 different real roots you are getting. Now, let's do another question. X square plus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. As we did in the previous question, we write a, b, c, b square minus 4ac. We substitute those values in the formula. So, a is equal to coefficient of x square 1. b is equal to 4. c is equal to 5. And one more thing, we'll just find b square minus 4ac. That is equal to, b is 4. 4 square is 16. 16 minus 4 into a is the coefficient of x square. And where is c? c is 5. So you're getting 16 minus 20. And that is equal to minus 4. Which is less than 0. You are getting a number less than 0. So children, what was our formula? Formula was x is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Now just substitute. So this is equal to Where's minus b? It's minus 4. Because b is 4, so minus of b is minus 4. Plus or minus, here comes a problem. Plus or minus root of minus 4 by 2 into a, that is 2. Now look at this. Root of a negative number, is that a real number? No. Root of a negative number is not a real number. So we can conclude from here that this question does not have real roots. Why? Because inside the root you have a negative number and that can't happen for a number to be real. So what is the conclusion? We'll conclude that no real roots exist for this quadratic equation. For this equation. And when did that happen? When b square minus 4ac value was less than 0. Coming to the next one. 2x square minus 2 root 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Let's find the root of this. A equal to coefficient of x square, that's 2. B is equal to minus 2 root 2 and C equals 1. And as we did before, we are going to find b square minus 4ac, that is equal to b square. See, I'll just write minus 2 root 2 because whenever root comes, you have a tendency to make mistake. That's why minus 2 root 2 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 1. That's equal to. Now, minus 2 root 2 whole square is minus 2 root 2 into minus 2 root 2. So, minus into minus is plus. Okay. So, I'll just split minus 2 root 2 into minus 2 root 2 minus, this is 8 here. So, minus into minus is positive. 2 into 2 is 4. And what is root 2 into root 2? Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So, I am getting 8. So, 8 minus 8, that is 0. So, your b square minus 4ac value is 0 here. Now, we just substitute these results in the formula. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. That's equal to minus b. B is already minus, that is minus 2 root 2. So, minus b means it's 2 root 2. 2 root 2 plus or minus root of, what is the value of b square? It is 0. B square minus 4ac is 0 divided by 2 into a. So, a is 2. So, 2 into 2 you get 4. That is equal to, now root 0 is 0. Only if a negative number comes inside the roots, it is a problem. That's equal to 2 root 2 by 4 plus or minus 0. Can we cancel something? Root 2 by 2 plus or minus 0. Now, root 2 by 2, if you want, you can simplify further. How can you simplify it? How can you simplify root 2 by 2? See, this 2 you can write as root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2. So that these two get cancelled and I get 1 by root 2. So this, instead of root 2 by 2, I am going to substitute 1 by root 2. So we get 1 by root 2 plus or minus 0. So how many roots are there? One is 1 by root 2 plus 0 and the other one is 1 by root 2 minus 0. Are they different? Even if we add 0, subtract 0, nothing is going to happen to this 1 by root 2. So we are getting, though we are getting two roots, say 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2, they are not two different numbers. They are not two distinct real numbers. They are equal. And when did that happen? When I got b square minus 4ac value as 0, I am getting two real roots, but they are not different, two equal real roots. So hope you understood how to find the roots of a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So based on this, we are going to discuss a new topic, that is nature of roots of a quadratic equation. What would be the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation? So after doing all these problems, now you might have got some idea of what would be the nature. You can predict what will be the nature of the quadratic equation. Now, when we consider the first question that I gave you was 3x square minus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. So when you found b square minus 4ac, you got 1, meaning it's a positive number greater than 0. In that case, how many roots you got? You got 2 roots, that is 1 and 1 by 3, sorry 2 by 3. 1 and 2 by 3. 2 roots you got, different roots. When the condition, what is this condition? B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. And after that, when we did the second question, b square minus 4ac's answer was minus, less than 0. So what was the nature of the roots? No real roots exist for this equation. That was our conclusion. And then we did the third question where b square minus 4ac's value was 0 and I got 2 equal real roots. It was 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. So how can you generalize this concept? That is the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. Let's see. The nature of roots of a quadratic equation depends on which value? B square minus 4ac. And B square minus 4ac is a very, very important thing. That is, it has a name also. We call it as discriminant of a quadratic equation. Because after finding b square minus 4ac value, I got positive value, 0 and negative value. Depending on that only we got the roots. If it was negative, we did not get any real roots. And what's the name for b square minus 4ac? It's called discriminant of a quadratic equation. Now let's summarize it. A quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has 2 distinct real roots if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, and that was clear from the question which we did. 2 equal real roots when if b square minus 4ac equal to 0, and finally no real roots if b square minus 4ac is less than 0. That means the nature of the quadratic roots, the roots of the quadratic equation mainly depends on the discriminant value, depending on whether it's positive, 0 or negative. Now, let's do few questions based on this concept. That is, what's the question given here? Find the nature of the roots of the following quadratic equation of this. The first one is given here. 2x square minus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Question is not to find the roots. So what is the question? Question is, what is the nature of the root? So we just have to say whether 2 roots exist, 2 different roots exist, whether no real roots exist or same roots exist. So all these depends on the value of b square minus 4ac. So we just have to find b square minus 4ac and then check the sign, and then we can predict the nature. So for this question, we'll select a value. A is 2. B is minus 3 and C is equal to 5. Only one step we need to do. Find B square minus 4AC. That is equal to B square minus 3 whole square. Minus 3 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 5. That's equal to 9 minus 2 4s are 8. 5 8s are 40. Equal to minus 31. So you're getting a negative number which is less than 0. So how can you predict what will be the nature of the roots? We know if discriminant is less than 0, no real roots exist. So we'll conclude no real roots exist for this quadratic equation. Okay, so now let's do next one. Let's check the nature of this quadratic equation, nature of roots of this quadratic equation. 3x square minus 4 root 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. A equals 3. B is equal to minus 4 root 3. C is equal to 4. B square minus 4AC. B square minus 4AC is equal to, again root is coming here, so minus 4 root 3 whole square minus 4 into A is 3, C is 4. That is equal to, now see, it's minus 4 root 3 into minus 4 root 3. So minus 4 into minus 4, it becomes plus 16. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So 16 into 3, that's equal to 48. 48 minus 3 4s are 12. 12 into 4, we're getting 48. So 48 minus 48, that is 0. And we know when the discriminant is 0, what would be the nature? We will get real roots, but not two different roots, equal roots. The roots coincides, both the roots will be same. So that is the nature of the roots of the given quadratic equation. Now let's do the next problem. 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. A equals 2, B is equal to minus 6, C is equal to 3. We find B square minus 4AC. B square minus 4AC equals, B is minus 6. So minus 6 square is equal to 36. 36 minus 4 into 2 into 3. That's equal to 36 minus 2 4s are 8, 3 8s are 24. So we are getting a positive value, isn't it? So I'm getting 12, which is greater than 0. So when the discriminant value is positive, what would be the nature? We will get two different real roots. That's a conclusion. Now we just do one more question where we apply all these concepts. So what is the next one? Find the value of k so that the quadratic equation 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0 has two equal roots. Two equal roots. So we are going to find the unknown quantity. And what's the unknown quantity here? It is k. And it said this equation has two equal roots. So when will a quadratic equation have two equal roots? We know it's when its discriminant is equal to 0. That is b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So using that clue is given in the question. Using that clue, we are going to find the k value. So A is 2 here. B, yes. B means it's a coefficient of x. It's not given, it's k here. C is equal to 3. So what is given? Given the equation has 2 equal roots. 2 equal roots. That means, what does that mean? B square minus 4AC will be equal to 0. This is the clue given. Now, B square. B is k. So, B square is k square. That is, B square is k square minus 4 into A. A is 2. C. C is 3. That is given as 0. So, k square minus 2 4s are 8, 3 is 24. K square minus 24 is equal to 0. So, I get k square is equal to 24. That is k is equal to plus or minus root 24. So, k value is plus or minus root of 24, which if you want you can simplify further. What is root of 24? So, I can write this is same as plus or minus 2 root 6, and that's the answer. K values, it can be 2 root 6 or it can be minus 2 root 6. So, hope these questions are clear to you. So, with this we wind up today's session, that is quadratic equation. As the saying goes, practice makes perfect. So, children, for mathematics there is no shortcut. Practice lots of questions. So, if you do lots and lots of problems, the concept will be very clear to you. So, hope the session was very useful for you. Thank you.